All right, kettlebell sound check. You're gonna need one light, one medium, and one heavy, whatever that means to you. No, you should be fine with this. Yeah, I'm just not going heavy, heavy because I'm sore. I'm too sore to use the yellow today. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Okay, love, let's get this party started. All right. We're going to start with a good stretch, the world's greatest stretch. So we're going to start towards the back edge of your mat. You can be long ways, sideways, doesn't matter. If your mat is set up like mine, step to the side, and we're going to forward fold down. Walk yourself out to your plank. Step your right foot forward. And then your back knee can stay lifted or come to the floor, whatever you need. But think about hugging your right hip crease back so you feel more stretches right away. Big reach up with the right hand. And then rotate down towards the floor. And then press up. We're going to do that a few times. Make sure your right foot is stepped far enough forward that you're pushing down through that heel. Good. And then replace your hand to the floor. Step into your down dog. Now you're going to activate through your shoulders and push yourself back towards your feet. Slowly roll it up. Big reach up to the top. And rinse and repeat. Forward fold down. Activate as you walk forward to your plank. Left leg forward. Hug your left hip crease back. Rotate up and down. So hugging that left hip crease back will help you find stability so that this rotation is coming from your thoracic spine more than your low spine. Okay, replace that hand, step into the down dog, and push through the floor to walk up. Good work. All right, we're going to walk back out to our plank one more time. And then we're going to come into a push-up. So hands are at your shoulders. You can find your knees at any point throughout this push-up. Lower down and push up, and then down dog. So maybe lowering down on your toes, dropping to your knees to push up, and then finding that down dog. And you're on your own here for about 20 more seconds, moving at your own pace. Remember, you can find your knees at any point throughout that push-up rep. Let your core come online, especially as you push away from the floor. Good. Last 5, 3, 2, and done. Good job. All right, flip over onto your back. All right, we're going to do 5 crunches and 5 bridges. So 5 by 5 on your own. You lift your sternum to the ceiling 5 times. And then you push through your feet to lift your hips. Stay connected to your core 5 times. So think about your knees reaching forward as your hips come up, rather than your ribs reaching up as your hips come up. So finding a lot of length through the front of your body. Thanks, Morgan. Good. 5 crunches, 5 bridges. Here for 15 more seconds. And then we'll come up to our feet to finish our warm-up. Last 5, 4, 3, and switch. All right, make your way up onto your feet. We're going to take a wide base with our heels. So heels outside your shoulders, a little bit of turnout. Soften your knees and don't let them straighten, okay? So we're going to take a hinge back. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that. Okay, knees stay right over your ankles, hinge, And then allow your knees to bend so you can get deeper into that hinge. So think about your glutes being really open, chest is towards the floor, push up, then you're gonna drop down into a sumo squat. So chest stays lifted, hips go back, and then hips come down. So we're moving from our hips, moving with the muscles in our legs, core staying tight, torso's not changing shape throughout this movement, okay? Knees need to stay bent so that we're not just pushing back through our joints. You want to think about your muscles lengthening to find that movement, okay? 3 more sets. Hips back for the hinge, hips down for the squat. You're going to see these movement patterns again today. And done. Good job. All right, we're going to come down to the floor. Light to medium kettlebell, your choice. All right. You're going to hold the heavy part of the bell in your left hand and the light part of your bell in the right hand. Okay, like a waiter's hold, but we're laying down on the floor. Just wanted to show you what that looked like. All right. So, if you were just in my bar class, sorry, not sorry. Okay? So, heavy part of the weight is in your left hand. The horn is in the right. You're going to bring your left elbow down towards your left rib cage to the floor and then push up. So it should feel like a single-sided chest press for the left. Goal is to do between 8 to 12 reps here. You don't have to count, but the last couple reps should be tough. Okay? You're here for about 15 more seconds. As you bring your elbow to the floor, think about the front of your shoulder opening rather than rounding up to the ceiling. Okay, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. All right, now we're gonna come onto all fours. Okay, bells off to the side to start. We're gonna challenge our core quite a bit here. This is significantly harder than this version, so if at any point you need to extend your legs, go for it. But you're in a bear plank, hands are a little closer than to each other than shoulder distance, and you're gonna go shoulder taps. So knees are hovered off the floor. You're trying real hard to keep your knees in the same place that they were in when you started. This is quick. You have 10 seconds left. Then we come back down to the floor to do chest presses on the other side. So the heavy part of the bell is going to be in your right hand. Last 3, 2, and done. Good job. Don't worry about which way you're facing. You can do it whichever way you want. All right, so heavy part of the bell is in your right hand now. Horns in the left. Press it up to the ceiling. Set your shoulders in a good position. 3, 2, let's go. Notice if it feels different on this side. Really focus on the front of that shoulder opening. So your collarbone's getting wider as that bell comes down to the floor. Honor your range of motion. Good, and even though we're stabilizing with that left hand, we want to think about really pushing through the right. Good, and our elbows coming in nice and tight to our body instead of flaring out to the side too much. Really good. Connecting this movement to your breath. Exhale as you push to the ceiling. Nice, Kerry. Last 8. 3, 2, and done. All right, flip it back around. Last set of shoulder taps. So again, option to come into that wide base hide plank instead of in the bear plank. Hands closer together than your shoulders. 3, 2, let's go. Tap, tap. Nice and slow and controlled. Find that centered all fours position first before you lift your hand off the floor. Can you reconnect into your low core in a way that supports your back? Chest is reaching forward, shoulders are out of your ears. Last 5. Knees low, good. 3, 2, good, Angie, and done. Good job. All right, roll out your wrists. Stretch it out. Good. Okay, lighter bell, probably your lightest one. We're gonna go half kneeling position. So if you wanna fold your mat over so you have a little bit of cushion, you can. We're gonna go left side first, left side strong side, okay? So left knee is down, right knee is forward. Just like we did with our chest presses, heavy part of the bell is in our left hand. Okay, I'm mirroring you, so don't worry if it looks different. Okay, now I want you to think about this right foot being heavy on the floor, and you're gonna pull from the underside of that leg. So you should feel under here turn on. Do you feel that? Okay, that's your stability point so that we don't end up in an arched position. Push. Okay, as you come down, you want your elbow to come down forward. So we're working on a narrow shoulder press. We don't want our elbow to flare out to the side. All right, so it's like a rocket ship. Push. Ribs down, core tight, slow on the down. All right, I want you to do 6 more of those. Good. So focusing on that shoulder blade mobility as you press, it should feel like your shoulder blade's reaching forward and up and then coming down and in. So it's doing that little scoop on your rib cage. After you finish those 6, we're gonna go right into the other side. Beautiful, good job. Ribs down, make your core tight as you press. And then when you finish those, so we're doing 8 total on each side, shake it out, reset, other leg is forward. Now we get to use your right side. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Give me that drag from underneath that left leg. Push. Slow on the down. Okay, so focus on pushing through that pinky side of your arm. So that tricep line of your arms, that's going to connect into that serratus, connect into the base of your shoulder blade, and help you find those good mechanics for your presses. Count your reps. Once you do 8, you're all done. Beautiful. If it feels sticky at any point, a good as you press. Find power from your exhale, core, and give me that drag back again. Don't lose that underside of that leg. Good work. Once you do 8 on each side, you're all done, and we're gonna stand up and grab something a little heavier. So you could go anywhere from orange to blue to yellow here. All right, it's gonna be on the floor. You're gonna find your squat base. We're gonna do 4 cleans and then 1 squat. Rinse and repeat, okay? So a clean, your hands are on the top of the bell, you push through the floor, elbows snap down and you catch it, and you squat to put it down, okay? It's a quick movement, stand up quick, do 4. Okay, hands on the top, bend your knees, bend your hips, push. And then elbows snap down and catch, good. Down, push, down, push. Try not to forward fold so we don't go into our back. After you do 4, hold it at your chest, slow tempo squat. Good. 4 cleans. 1, 2. You moving at your own pace. Okay if you're not moving super fast. Okay if you're not moving super slow. You do you, your body, your class. I just want to see a difference in tempo between the cleans and the weighted squat. Yeah, good. This is your longest interval so far today. You're just going 4 by 1 on your own. I'm going to throw the AC on just for like a beat. It's hot AF in here. Okay, guys, you killing it. Yeah, you got 15 seconds left here. Beautiful squats. Focus on those squat mechanics, knees through the centers of your feet, heels are heavy, toes are grounded, core is active. Good, last 7. Great depth in these squats, y'all. Use the power of those hips to get that bell up. 3, 2, done. Good job. Grab a sip of water. Stretch it out. Okay, we're going to keep using our legs, but we're going to pivot to the back of our legs. Okay? So light to medium weight, so we can drill this movement first. All right? Left foot's forward, right foot's in the kickstand, right hand has the weight. We're gonna work really hard to pretend we have a weight in each hand so we don't twist or rotate, okay? Upper back is on, slide your hip back, push through the floor, and then drop your hip down into a lunge, push through the floor. So just like in the warm-up where we did one hinge, one squat, we're gonna go one hinge, one lunge. Okay, so you can face the mirror if you want to be able to look at yourself, but don't look at yourself in the hinge unless you walk around like this. Don't do that. If you do, go for it. Okay, chin's down. Front foot is way heavier than back foot, and we keep that knee soft as we hinge back. Okay, lighten your back foot into a kickstand so you don't have any weight in it. And now push your hip back. Yeah, and then push through the floor. Good, and then drop down into that lunge. Nice. 10 seconds, and we're gonna go right into the other side. Focus less on reaching that weight to the floor and more on how far back you can move your hips in that hinge. Good, 3, 2, and switch sides. All right, so switch hands, switch legs. Soften your knee of the working leg. Back foot is light. Lengthen your butt cheek backwards. Don't let your back round. Push through the floor to stand tall. Drop down into that lunge. Push through the floor to stand tall. So whichever foot is in the front, about 90% of your weight is in it. If you start to feel this movement in your back, you are likely rounding from your back instead of lengthening from your glute. So focus on the mechanics of the movement. Maybe ditch the weight or lighten the load. Nice, Angie. Nice depth in the lunges. You should be able to feel your abs working hard in this movement here to keep your back stable. So connect back in. You should feel like your upper body is in a plank the whole time. So close, y'all. 12 seconds. 3, 2, and done. Great job. All right, switching to back work now. Okay, you're gonna bring your biggest bell forward, and you're gonna bring your light bell on the other side of it. So they're gonna be lined up with each other, a little bit wider than hips distance with your feet. Okay, you're gonna keep the heavy bell on the right side. Did I say that? I don't know if I did. If I didn't, heavy bell on the right, okay? And we're gonna push down, just kidding. Yep, left foot's in between, right foot's backwards, okay? You're gonna push down into that heavy bell with your right hand, okay? This foot needs to be flat and heavy on the floor so you could be able to pick up this foot if I told you to, all right? You're not gonna do it though, so just get it forward. Okay, you're gonna push down through the right as you row with the left. You're gonna push and pull. So actively push down into that weight to give you some leverage. Okay, same idea, we're gonna do 8 reps. So most of us probably have 4 more. Push and pull, good. And then pull that hand back towards your hip rather than pulling your elbow to the ceiling. Nice, Sarah. Good, after you do 8, stand up and rest. Let me know you're done. Beautiful. Okay, lightweight, center, hinge backwards. Same position that we did in our warm-up, wide base, hinge back, booty is back, booty's working. Okay, you're gonna pull and catch. Pull and catch, pull and catch, pull and catch. You're gonna get your heart rate up a little bit. Catch it at the top where it feels light. Push, pull, pull, pull. Think about shoulders being back out of ears. Now push into your heels and feel those glutes turn on again. Here for 8, 3, 2, and done. Good. All right, move your heavy weight to the other side. This time your right arm is going to pull. So your right leg is forward. And we're pushing down into that bigger weight with our left hand. Pull back towards your hip. So your elbow shouldn't come that much higher than your rib cage. Reach your chest forward, turn your abs on, push down as you pull. Good, 8 reps. Think about shoulder blade into midline. Guys, you only have 8 minutes left of your class. Okay, you got this. After you do 8, shake it out. Okay, bells on the floor. It's your marker. You're gonna put your toe on it. Like, what's gonna happen? And then you're gonna switch. Switch, 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 switch. Run it out a little bit. Use that bell as your marker. Knees come up. Use your arms. Quick light switches. Good. Lean back slightly. Turn on your abs. Yeah. 10. Heart rate up. 8. Can you go a little quicker? Yeah. 5. 3, 2, done. Good job. Good job. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water. You ready for your flow? We're going to put some of these moves together. Okay? All right. So you can decide how heavy this is. Okay? Your body, your flow. You got about 4 minutes to go through this little AMRAP situation. Okay? So we're going to stand instead of a kneel. Heavy part of the weight is in our right hand. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. Okay to kickstand and put some weight into your left foot, or you can stay stable on both, whatever feels better in your body. You're going to do 5 pushes on the right side, okay? Then same leg, same hand, 5 lunges on the right side. I'm going to say this to you as you do it, okay? Option 5 single arm cleans, if that's in your repertoire, or 5 goblet cleans, okay? Then 5 right arm side rack squats, or 5 center rack squats. You choose. Deal? Make sense? Okay. All right, so find the bell you want to start with. Okay to start a little heavier and then move into a lighter weight. You're here for 4 minutes. We're going to switch sides every time, okay? Start with that right hand holding the heavy part of the bell. Left hand has the horn. 5 presses. Ribs down, core tight. A little bit more weight into the balls of your feet so that we're not leaning back into the low back, okay? Load forward. Stay stable. Good. Then 5 lunges. Right hand has the weight. Right leg is working. You drop down and stand tall. Okay? After you do 5 lunges with the right leg being forward, you have 5 cleans. It can be a single arm clean or a center goblet clean. If you're doing single arm cleans, your elbow pulls back, you punch through, and you catch it in that rack position. Nice, Abby. Yeah, good. Down to the floor, push through your feet. Push through your feet. Let your hips move that bell more than your arms move that bell. Nice. Good. Try to keep your elbow pulled back and in tight. Then you're going to hold that weight in a racked position either at your chest or on the right for squats. So you could go right side rack for more core work, or you could go center rack if you want to be able to go heavier. 5 reps. Good. And then you go back to the top. 5 presses on the left. We're going continuous movement here. Good. Core is tight. Knees are not locked out. And we got a little bit more weight into the balls of our feet as we press so that we're not Leaning into that low back area. Good, and then you have 5 lunges, holding the weight in your left hand. Left leg is working, so right leg steps back. Beautiful, great job getting low. After your lunges, you have 5 cleans, either with your left arm or in the center. Good work, y'all. Just keep using those legs more than you're using your upper body for those cleans. Y'all look good. All that I ask is you keep moving. Okay to change up the weights you're using. Okay to change up your tempo. But we're trying to move this whole time right now. Yeah, Angie. Nice. Once you finish your squats, you go back to the heavy part of the belt being in your right hand and you press 5 times on the right. You got this, y'all. And then to make sure we end in an evened out position, you're gonna go 5 presses on the left right after you do 5 presses on the right. Okay? Switch out that bell. Go 5 by 5. Because you got about 90 seconds right now. And you get a nice juicy stretch in your future. Nice job staying tall for these presses. Oh, Hannah, looking strong. Great pace, great depth. Good work. For time purposes, if you want to make sure you end even, you could go alternating lunges all the way to 10, switching the bell at the front, okay? Or you could go 5 by 5. You got 45 seconds right here. You're so close. Nice, Megan. Yes, Chelsea. Really great job getting low in these lunges today, y'all. Keep that front foot way heavier than that back foot for stability. Stay connected to your core. Fight for those reps. They're in there. Same idea with the cleans. If you want to make sure you end even, you can alternate single arm or you can stick with double arm and finish those 5 reps. 25 seconds. Breathe through it. All the way through, y'all. You got this. 1 rep at a time. Every rep is pretty. Every rep is strong. 15 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're all done. Good job. Give someone near you a high five or some winks and smiles. Say, I saw you working hard. Way to go. Way to go. All right, let's stretch. Great job, y'all. All right, we're gonna start by releasing our upper body. So bring your shoulder across or bring an arm across and then drop your shoulder down away from your ear. You can play around with the angle of your shoulder. Find what stretches works best for you. Soften your knees. Roll out your wrist. Good. Then we're gonna stretch the front of that same arm. So bring your hand behind your back. Make a fist. Hug your elbow back. Lean your ear away. Okay. Looks like this in the back. You can play around with the angle of your chin. Should feel good stretches down the trap line, scalenes, all that good stuff. Try not to let go of your knees. After hard work, if you lock out, you pass out, and I have a pretty busy day. Just kidding, but it's not good for you. All right, other side. Stretch your shoulder, release your ear and your shoulder away from each other. Roll it out. Great job today, everybody. Fist behind your back, to your other hip. Hug your elbow back, lean your ear away. Thanks for joining me on this super cold Wednesday. Did you see it's gonna be like 60 on Sunday? We're gonna like put our winter coats away, get excited. It's gonna snow again. Shake it out. All right, let's stretch that lower body out. So, shin box sit. You're gonna find 90 degrees with your knees in 2 different directions. Keep your ankles active, your feet active, and then just slowly come forward, kind of towards the center of your shin, okay? Coming towards your knees, you're gonna feel like less of a stretch. So coming towards your foot more, you should feel that outer glute, outer hip get a little bit of love. If you can come all the way down, come all the way down. It's okay if you can't. You can also put some leverage into that leg with your elbow. Now try to soften into it. So release any tension around your hips and your glutes. Breathe like your lungs can reach all the way down to your hips. And then switch, rotate open, give your hips some love. Set up your 90-90, active ankles. Rotate that back hip forward and then come on forward. Yikes, sides tight. And again, you can put your elbow on that leg for a little bit of leverage. Keep it down and deepen the stretch. This should also help release your low back a little bit too. Soften your glutes, let everything go. Then we're gonna stretch your quads. Lots of options for quad stretches. You can use the bar for like the gym class stretch, or you could come into the runner's lunge variation where you pull your back foot in, or you can go into a half kneeling and tuck under and push forward. That will help release your hip flexor a little bit more too. So tons of options. Good old fashioned gym class stretch is also probably the best way to release your quad too. So whatever is calling to you, whatever gives you the best release is great. And then any other stretches that you feel like you need after that class, please do them and take your time doing them. When you're ready, wipe down your kettlebells with these towels and the spray bottles. Just be careful because the spray bottles are glass. And then come chat with me if you have any questions or need anything from me. Really good job today, y'all. Say nice things to each other as you put your stuff away.